I'm always angry. The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man is directed by Mark Webb. Mark Webb? Seriously? That just sounds like a bad pun. I wouldn't know anything about bad puns, though. This movie stars Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Rhys Ifans, and Martin Sheen, and some other people. Of course, this is a reboot of the 2002 Sam Raimi Spider-Man franchise. I really liked the first two Spider-Man movies. This thing, Spider-Man 3, I don't really know what to say about that, but I very much so enjoyed the first two Spider-Man movies. I'm extremely happy to tell you that this movie is worlds better than the first Spider-Man movies. It's just a whole lot better. Now the story is kind of deja vu-ish in a way. I mean, it is the same story practically. You know, Peter Parker's this nerdy kid who's really awkward around people and whatnot, and then he gets bitten by this spider and he gets the crazy web-slinging powers. But this time around, they actually have like the little web shooters. He can't make the web himself. I kind of like that a little bit more. Adds a little bit more realism to the whole thing, even though the movie doesn't really need realism. It adds a little bit of it to it, which is kind of cool. One thing that I loved about this movie is that they show Peter making the suit. He like orders stuff online. They show him like stitching and making the suit, which is something they completely left out. I mean, seriously, in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie, it's just like, bam, Peter Parker has this suit somehow. Now, the acting in this movie is superb. Andrew Garfield, he nailed it as Peter Parker / Spider-Man. Emma Stone. I mean, Emma Stone was fantastic as Gwen Stacy. She's so much better than Kristen Dunst as Mary Jane. And, you know, the villain who played Reese, I don't know how to pronounce his name, who played the Lizard / Dr. Kirk Connors. He was really good, and Martin Sheen's really good. I don't remember the actress who played Aunt May. I mean, every performance in this movie is really, really good. Now, visually, this movie is stunning. I mean, even if this movie had sucked, that's one thing I could have counted on for this film. I mean, the special effects and the scenery of New York and everything, it just looks really, really great. Now, the Lizard as a villain, he's not as good as the Spider-Man. He's a lot better than Sandman or Topher Grace's Venom, but he's not as good as Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus or Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. But I think he was a good villain. He might have been a little bit underdeveloped, but he was still a very, very good villain. Now, there was one or two scenes in this movie that just really seemed a little bit too deja vu-ish. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the movie. The very end scene, kind of, and the, I don't know what to call it. Like, there's a scene involving Uncle Ben and stuff that just seemed too much like the other Spider-Man movie. It kind of had to be, but seemed a little bit too much like that movie. My main complaint with this movie is that it's just a little bit too long. It's a very well-made movie, but the pacing just seems a little bit off to me. I don't know about you. I think it could have been 15, 20, maybe 10 minutes shorter. Would have been a lot better that way. It just seemed a little bit too long to me. But besides that, very solid summer fun movie. I definitely recommend you go see The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Stay tuned for more movie reviews, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. It never works.